Expand design, a roomy cabin, dual-tone interiors, 15 smart utility spaces and a large boot space, all there to expand your life. Welcome to Easy Space.
The 34th conference of the Elam People's Revolutionary Liberation Front or EPRLF was held at the Veerasingham Hall in Jaffna today. These are some of the views that were expressed during the conference that saw the participation of several leaders and representatives of political parties.
The government and the president are working to suppress the rule of the Northern Provincial Council. Thereby, a proposal has been put forward at this conference to establish a Tamil National Council representing all of the northern and eastern provinces to counter the government's activity. Do we call this the Tamil National Council or the National Council for Tamil-speaking people? Or do we call it the National Council for the oppressed? We need to think about that when deciding. We must work as fast as we can to ensure unity in our society. The Tamil National Alliance is carrying out the task of working together on behalf of the Tamil people. If we are to speak for the Tamil-speaking people, then the Muslim people too should join with us. They must come forward for this. As Tamil-speaking people, we must not forget the upcountry people either.
A rock in a river will not absorb the water. That is how we are as constituents of this government. We are together with the government amid various influences. We have never worked alone. Our problem is similar to yours. If we are to receive solutions for this, we must work together. It is with this unity that we have been able to gain something from within the oppressive government in this country. The Tamil people should rise again as the phoenix rises from the ashes. We bow our heads and invite the Tamil people to do this. We accept that we do not have your enthusiasm. That is because there are numerous inabilities on our part. We cannot continue forward with these inabilities.
In the Indo-Lanka Accord, the Tamil people were not mentioned. It speaks of the Tamil-speaking people. It says that Tamil-speaking people historically have lived in the north and east. In 1957, the Bandaranaike Chelavanayagan Pact was not signed for the Tamil people. It was signed for the Tamil-speaking people. We have come on this journey with several such commitments. In this backdrop, we cannot be satisfied with the country's constitution. It is our stance that it must be changed. But is it right on your part to engage in governance with sections that work in violation of this? The Muslim people are thinking about this. Questions are arising. We are at a point where Muslim leaders must seriously consider these matters.
The Indian government has set aside the process of devolution of power and providing a political solution for the Tamil people in Sri Lanka and is now apparently thinking that the problem can be solved through humanitarian aid. If this is the case, they must change their thinking. Undoubtedly, the Indian government must identify this. There are instances where development projects for the Tamil people undertaken by the Indian government are being claimed by the government. We must mention this too.